Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies. My name is Linda Terjesen. My company's LTLTE stands for Learn to Love to Exercise. Let me know, please, if you can see this live. This is my second attempt today for a live in this group because something happened in my earlier live. I was on here for 25 minutes and then Facebook gave a notification that I was selling a product, which I don't even sell products, and the whole live just never came in the group. So 25 minutes wasted, but here I am again because I am determined AF. So please say hello, let me know where you are watching from, and I will get right into my topic again today on how to lose at least 5 pounds this next month. I'm going to see if I can follow along on my phone. Another attempt I had was try to using Safari, and then my camera wouldn't work. So now I am here again, and let's see. It looks like I am live. Yay! All right. So as you're coming on or on the replay, let me know where you're watching from. And I want to talk about how to lose at least 5 pounds this next month. Probably a month or so ago, I made a post in this group that there were just tons, hundreds and hundreds of replies. And my question was, if you lost 5 pounds a month, how many months would it take for you to lose the weight that you want to lose? And I had all kinds of replies, right? Some people wanted to lose more than 5 pounds. So why should they only lose 5 pounds a month? And some thought, it was unrealistic. And other people was like wondering, why are you asking this? All kinds of answers as always. But the thing is, it's all about sustainability. So 5 pounds a month, we're looking at about a pound a week, which is very sustainable. And it is also, should be also easy. All right, so give me some thumbs up, give me some drops in the comment where you are listening from so that more people can see this live now that I'm doing it for the second time today. All right, I just went to a 1-week retreat event with Dr. Joe Dispenza. Let me know with a thumbs up if you're familiar with him or his work, or if you've ever attended any of his events. I highly recommend it. One thing that he said that resonated with me, with all the ladies that I talk to on a regular basis, is if not now, when? When? Because what a lot of people tend to do is procrastinate. And a lot of people think they know how to do something. And they tell me when I talk to them on the phone, but Linda, I know how to eat healthy, but Linda, I know how to do this, but I know. But yet they want to talk to me, often because they're curious and they want to see if they can find any kind of information so they can do things on their own. So there's a lot of curiosity, there's a lot of interest, but there's not always a lot of action out there. So the thing is that I'm going to talk about is the gap between knowing and doing. Because it's one thing to know and it's another thing to actually do, to take action. And a lot of people don't take action because they procrastinate so much. If you are a procrastinator, put that in the comments. So knowing what to do and doing it, two totally different things. And you have to be an implementer. So tip number one, is with knowing and doing, the problem lies that you have no accountability. No accountability. So you may have accountability, you think, but it's from the wrong people or person. Having accountability from a friend, a neighbor, your cousin, your husband, your son is not real accountability because they are typically don't have the expertise that you need in order to help you lose and sustain weight once and for all. Now, I did have a client. Her son was a personal trainer. She wanted to get ready for a wedding. She wanted to lose some weight, and the son helped her lose weight. but she thought she was going to die in the process. She was crying. She was in so much pain because here this lady is in her late 50s and her son is, 20 years old. And he's not the same gender, he's not the same age, and he's trying to help her, but he's pushing her so hard that she's in pain, she's crying, she's sore, she can barely walk, she can barely sit down. So it was a lot of effort and not the right effort to lose the weight, and she didn't end up sustaining it. Now, I also talked to a lady the other day who gave me a verbal commitment that, yes, Linda, I am going to start with you and I am committed to this journey. And we talked, and then she came back with, well, I talked to some friends and we're going to form an accountability group and we're going to help each other lose weight. There goes the verbal commitment, right? So she obviously wasn't very committed, nor was she very truthful. But the thing is, that accountability with friends, with a group of friends trying to help you lose weight, it's like the blind leading the blind. I mean, who has the expertise? Who is the certified nutritionist? Who is the one who is educated on mindset, who is educated on exercise, who can provide you with exercises to do and an application to show you how to do those things? Not her friends. So I was like, good luck. What can I say? It's not going to work out. But, I don't mean to be mean, but the thing is, you have to wake up and smell the coffee sometimes and not think that you can do everything on your own, because we can't. We don't grow, we don't evolve, we are not challenged with doing things on our own, especially when we don't know and we just think we know. If this resonates, let me know below. I see Yolanda is on here, so say hello, Yolanda. So that was tip number 1. Tip number 2, put number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put those numbers in the comments, as I have 5 tips for you today. Number 2, going back to the accountability with your friends, your husband, your daughter, whatever. There's no monetary investment. And I told this woman that I had talked to, I said, do you know what the biggest form of commitment is? Question mark. It's money. It's money, money, money. Because if you are not committed, if you are not putting forth any money, if you're not investing financially into your goals, into your projects, into your business, into you, then it's a whole other form of commitment. Money talks and bullshit walks. I'm sure you've all heard that. Let me know if you've heard that phrase. It's an old one, but it's true. And if you're not financially committed, then, you're going for all that free stuff. I see people do that in this group. I've done it in the group. Somebody offers something that sounds really good, really interesting, and we're like, me, here's my email address. I'm interested. I want it. Yes, please. And then you get the stuff, and what do you do with it? Usually nothing. It sits in your email. It sits in, a document on your desktop or in a folder. You totally forget about it after a while. I'm sure we've all been there. So you don't do anything with it. You're collecting all this free information and it doesn't work. So years ago, I used to run challenges in my Facebook group and they were free. I had all these women sign up. Oh, I'm going to join the challenge. I'm going to lose some weight, la, 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 la. And then what happened? One after another, they just fell off because there was no commitment, because there was no money involved. So they all lost out. And that's the thing. We have to commit with some money. So that is why I no longer do free challenges. Yes, I give away free stuff. Yes, I had a free masterclass a few weeks ago that was amazing. I had a lot of people that enrolled in it, and I watched the replay that are still communicating with, who are still reaching out to me. I give away free stuff, free tips in my Facebook group on a daily basis. I have all kinds of free guides, free workout guides, organizational guides, all this stuff that I give for free. But the thing is, if that's what you're after all the time, then that's the kind of mindset you have. You always want the free stuff, and you're not going to get very far with that. So now I charge for my challenges, and I think that's why my live earlier today, because I put the word paid, this is a paid challenge, in the bio of this live. So FYI, if you're a standout member, don't do that, because for some reason Facebook thought I was selling products, which I'm not selling any products. No, I don't sell products. But anyway, now I'm hosting a paid challenge. It's for 28 days, so it's a fair amount of time, but people need the time in order to make some progress, in order to switch up their head a little bit and get out of their own way. So that starts on Monday. I'll talk a little bit more about it, but if you have any interest, write it in the comments. I'm going to add to the bio later the link, and then you can enroll in it from there. But as I said, the free stuff do not work. Okay, so that was tip number 2. Now, tip number 3 is that you give up too fast. What does that mean? So we never fail unless we quit. I'm dropping the link actually in here now, so those of you who are live right now can see it. So you never fail unless you quit. Think about when you were small and you were trying to ride a bike, and you were trying, you fell off, you tried again. You kept trying, you kept doing. Think about when you were learning how to swim and you were out there and you were swimming and it was hard and you couldn't do it and you swallowed a bunch of water and you thought you were going to drown and all this stuff, but you kept on doing it until you conquered it. So that's the thing. We got to keep going. We got to keep doing. And I have clients that come to me that I work with, and you know, they struggle because they've been struggling for such a long time to lose weight, and it's so hard because of what they've been doing and all the yo-yo dieting and all that stuff. But I encourage them, I inspire them, I push them, and I resonate with them, and I am kind to them, but I'm there for them every step of the way. And that's the thing. You need that kind of help, especially if you've been struggling for a long time to lose weight. You need someone who believes in you, who can cheer you on so that you can get to where you desire and deserve to be once and for all. I'm talking sustainable, lasting weight loss, not some quick fix, not some diet, not some supplements where you're going to gain the weight back on, but something that stays off. Does that make sense? Let me know. All right, that was tip number 3. Tip number 4, my friends, is that you lack a strategy. You lack a strategy that's actually working for you. What worked for you when you were 20 years old? If you're in your 50s, it's not going to work now. Your body is different. Your mind is different. Your habits are different. You're in menopause maybe. All this stuff is going on. So the strategy that you had before is not going to be the same strategy now. It's going to be different. And with that, you think, it goes back to, you think you know what to do, and you've tried this before, and this worked before, so you're going to try it again. You think you're eating healthy. You know, I tell people, if you think you're eating healthy and you're not losing weight, you are not eating healthy. There is something going on. You are not eating healthy. So the reality is that you need some support. And the nutrition is the foundation. So if you are working your ass off, trying to exercise for hours and hours a day, I see all these women that are, they're interested in all these different exercises. It's exercise, exercise, exercise. That's important, yes. But the nutrition is the foundation. So what you put in your mouth is what needs to be looked at first, because you cannot out-train a bad diet. So the nutrition is super duper important. And back to the free stuff, right? And lacking that strategy. When we gather all this information, getting all this free stuff from different groups, from different trainers, from different programs, from different challenges, from Google, wherever it is, you're gathering information. This is your conscious mind, like I call it the top of the head, like your educated mind. You're gathering all the stuff, but you're not doing anything with it. So you're lacking the implementation. You're not taking action, baby. So we got to take the action to get the results. So that's the thing with the working strategy. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm at 15 minutes, I see, so I have about 15 minutes left. But I'm totally open. Answer anything. Just pop them in the comments, whether you're live or on the replay. All right, so that was number 4. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 has to do with your subconscious mind. I call it like that other half of the head, the bottom head. Think of subconscious with an S as in smiling, and your smile, your mouth is at the bottom of your head. That's the easiest way to remember your subconscious mind. So we are programmed to live, to act, to behave a certain way, to think a certain way from our family, from our parents, our siblings, the way we grew up, where we grew up, who we grew up with, people we surrounded ourselves with, and other people that we surround ourselves with now. So we are programmed different ways. We have different habits. We have different behaviors. And we think a certain way. Now with Joe Dispenza, with his event, one thing Dr. Joe says all the time is he says, your thoughts create your reality. And it's so true. Your thoughts do create your reality. Because the way that you think, that translates into how you're feeling. And then how you're feeling moves into the actions that you take or you don't take. And then it goes from there to your results. So if you want to get the results, you got to take the proper action. And in order to take the proper action, you got to feel a certain way. And to feel a certain way, you got to think a certain way. So all of this kind of spirals and comes together, if that makes sense. So we got to change that programming. We got to change the way we think. We got to get out of our own head and out of our own way, because we are in our own way most of the time. And then we get frustrated with ourselves and we get mean to ourselves and we tell ourselves, you know, you're an idiot and you can't do this and why isn't this working and I'm failing and you know, you do all these things and you drive yourself crazy and you're mean to yourself. That does not help at all. So I tell my clients, celebrate your wins, whether they are small or big. Celebrate your wins, what you're doing right, and how you can feel better and how you can get the momentum up and get the motivation going. Because we have to go back to the programming and we have to change that in order to get the results. We got to change the cause in order to get the results. So with that, of course, we have to repeat. Because if we start exercising or we start eating well and we don't keep doing it and we're not consistent, we're not going to lose the weight. It's like working, right? If you just went to your work, if you were employed by the boss and you decided, oh, well, I don't feel like going to work today, I'm just going to go in every other day, that job wouldn't last. You wouldn't make the money. Same as an entrepreneur, if you don't keep, rolling the business, if it doesn't keep growing and you don't keep engaging and having more clients, the business isn't going to just run all by itself unless you have a lot of automations and different things set up. But, generally speaking. So we have to change our programming. We have to change the way we think so that we can improve and feel better, act differently, and then get the results that we desire and we deserve. Let me know if you resonate with this. So those are the 5 points, but think about what you know, or maybe what you think you know, and then think about what you're actually doing. And a lot of times we have that gap there, and we need to bridge that together. We need to implement. And you can go and you can jump from program to program and coach to coach and do all these things and learn things here and learn things there. But we got to put it together and we got to learn to be disciplined and determined. And I've had plenty of clients. I had this one client write this really nice note the other day when I was posting about my 28-day challenge. And she said, it's been a year since we worked together. She's an entrepreneur. She's super busy. She works long hours. And she has her own business, her own company with employees and everything. But she still made the time to talk with me, to do her workouts, to eat properly, to work, to work through the homework, to be a part of the community and the program. She was very disciplined. And she was there. She showed up for herself and for her health. And that's what it takes. Because you can't just be loosey-goosey and say, well, I'm going to do this here and, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And, well, I didn't really feel like it, so I'm going to do the next day. Consistency is key. So keeping it going, right? Having the accountability, investing money into yourself, not giving up. If you fall down, get back up. And the thing is, and I tell my clients this, if they fall off, you know what? Look at it. This time you fell off for a shorter amount of time and you didn't fall off quite as hard as you used to. And then they're like, yeah, you're right. So that's a big win. They're making progress. And progress comes in a lot of different ways. It's not just the number on the scale. The number on the scale is what sometimes shows up last, because first it's about your mindset and how you're changing and how your behaviors and habits and thinking, how all of that is changing. And then you're working on the nutrition. And then you're working on your exercise. And it's putting it all together. And it's a lot to do with unlearning and relearning. Especially if you've been struggling for a long time and you have a certain way of eating that you know is not the best way, then you have to unlearn that and then to relearn. So it's a process, it's a journey. And I tell my clients that. Don't worry about the time. It's not a rush. And that's why, losing 5 pounds in a month should be fairly easy. It's about 1 pound a week. Now, I've had clients in my 28-day challenges, they've lost up to 14 pounds. Ladies have lost up to 14 pounds in a month. It may sound like a lot, but it also depends where is your starting point? Because if you have more weight to lose, if you have a lot of weight to lose, then you're going to lose more in the beginning. If you have 5 or 10 pounds to lose, it's going to be slower because you're very close to where you want to go and be, and it's going to be harder because you have to really hone in and be more strict. So I'm a certified nutritionist. I'm Linda Terjesen, LTLTE, learn to love to exercise. And I have worked with hundreds of ladies. Middle-aged ladies is most of the women who come to me. Now, my challenge is open for any age. I've had younger girls in there and I've had older women in there. But my clients are mainly middle-aged, meaning like 45 to 60, early 60-ish. But challenge is open, ladies only. It's in a private, secret, lockdown Facebook group. And it is a paid challenge. It goes for 28 days. It starts this coming Monday, so only in 4 days. And it goes until July 19th. And it's getting filled up, but I do have a few spots left. So if you're interested, comment me or go to my link, look at it, ping me with any questions, and sign up. I encourage you to not wait, not procrastinate, but take action now so that you can get in and you can get after it. But I specialize in real food. I don't sell any products. I don't sell any supplements. I don't push any supplements. I'm all about real food because real food is what is sustainable. It's what's available. Everywhere there's real food. So I'm all about real food and eating healthy foods with some goodies in moderation because we all want some goodies here and there, which is totally fine. But the weight loss challenge is a little bit more strict because I really want you to lose that weight, but it's setting you up to sustain that weight and to keep it going. So you're going to learn a lot, and I do Facebook Lives in this private group every Saturday, 10 a.m. PST. Those are recorded, So if you're not available, they'll be there for you so you can view them as long as you're in the group. And the group actually stays. I don't really ever close it down. So you have access to go back. But there's meal plans, and there's not meal plans, there's meal guides, and there's exercise guides, meaning I don't tell you eat this, because there's different foods that people like and enjoy, and there's allergies, and there's religion and stuff that come into play. So I give you a guide, and I give you a grocery list, and then those are all healthy items, and then you put those together and you eat healthy. That's it. It's really pretty easy. Somebody asked me today, well, Linda, how much time, how many hours do I have to spend on this challenge? And I'm like, it's not hours. You spend some time working out, whatever you can fit into your day. Maybe it's a half hour one day, maybe it's 15 minutes another day, maybe it's an hour another day. But we want to spend some time working out, at least 15 minutes. If you can do a whole hour, like doing walking and doing some other stuff, that's great. If you can only do a half hour, that's fine too. So getting the consistency going, working out, and then eating well. Of course, we're drinking water. It is a challenge. So again, it's going to be a little bit more strict because it's a challenge. But I'm there for you every step of the way. So you have a lot of guidance. You have a lot of accountability, a lot of support, which is truly what ladies need in order to be successful. So I encourage you to jump on that link, register now, get paid up. I will put you into the Facebook group on Saturday. You'll get prepped, you get planned and ready to start on Monday in the challenge. And then I'm also going to go back up in my bio, and I'm in the post, and I'm going to edit it. And I'm going to put a link as well to my free Facebook group. You're welcome to go in there. And I post stuff in there every day. There's mostly, middle-aged ladies in there. There's a few different ages and stuff, but it's a safe place. And I post inspiration, value, tips there every day. So, and you can ask questions there as well. But that's what I have for you, ladies. Any questions, please comment. Whether you're live here now or you come on the replay, I'm happy to help. I'm here to serve. And I hate to see ladies struggle, hear them struggle. So I really, really want to help you once and for all so you can quit the struggle and you can be at a weight and at an energy level and at a health that you desire and you deserve to be. Again, it's not all about weight, but we can measure numbers. We can't measure, everything else. But that's it. My time is up. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the thumbs up. Give me a heart, comment, and tag a friend who needs to hear this. And I will see you in my challenge starting on Monday. Have a beautiful afternoon.